Like, stop trying to fill the gap. Stop trying to bridge the gap. Just cultivate the land between the gap. That's why I praised For Fun and For Glory for Smash 4. It didn't try to bullshit its way into, like, getting casual and competitive people to play together, or trying to, like, get people who don't give a fuck about getting good at the game to get good at the game. It was just, you want to play traditional Smash without being judged or yelled at by people who think that Fox only Final Destination is the only way to play the game? Fuck them! We're giving you your own safe space to just have fun and do what the fuck you want. And the people who want to be competitive can be competitive over there. Perfect!
Well, in theory. Because everything's going to be broken by the player base. Sadly.
But it wasn't. It was fine.
It was fine until people, you know... I know it shouldn't be as big a deal as I'm making it out to be, but, like, you can never account for Smurf. People who, of course, will just go there and just ruin the fun for people.
Yeah, but you can't, like... That's the thing. When it comes to free-for-all Smash, you can't possibly Smurf. You're still going to be subject to, like, ah, shit, everyone has items. Ah, shit, this, like, I could be third-party by anybody. Ah, shit, everybody has Final Smashes and shit like that.
We already established the fact that good players are just going to abuse the stuff that are supposed to balance the game.
Yeah, true. But, like, the people who are playing in those matches don't care. They're not trying to win. That's why they're in that space to begin with.
I mean, true. I guess that's true, yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can go to For Fun and beat people up in Smurf. But, like, not only is there just not a ranking system in Smash 4, which is definitely how it should have been, but, like, yeah, the spaces were just nicely segregated so that, like, everybody knows what they're getting into. Like, if you're going to the for fun playing Smash Bros. And getting mad because you're getting your ass beat, then you're just playing the wrong genre. You probably just should be playing with other people at all.
Yeah, but that's the problem, because, like, then if you put it in that set, if they're casual and just didn't actually care about winning, they wouldn't be, you know, going online to fight other people. Because you could just have that, hey, look, I'm just having fun on a game that doesn't have a separation between the competitive and the non-competitive.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, they wouldn't care. So there wouldn't need to be a separation.
Well, no, it's a problem of the individual. It's like,
yeah, but like, I guess you can't fix that. So I guess now that's probably the reasoning why Sakurai said, I guess it didn't matter that it separated them. There's no fix.
Unfortunately, it does. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is no fix. Like, there is no solving the problem. It was just allowing a space for the problem to just exist and not hinder anyone else's experience. Because the problem will always be there.
So yeah, we hide it away from the people's eyes.
The reason why I have such a problem with Smash Ultimate is that they once again tried to bridge the gap. And it's not just the gap. It's a flowing river of nonsense and bullshit. And when
I was going to say moat.
Yeah, it's a moat. A moat with festering alligators and all types of shit. So in trying to just, like, cram those two land masses together by not having any sort of, like, system in place for people to just play the game how they want, which, sure, the game gives you options, quote-unquote, but you literally don't have control of the way you play the game online. You can set your shit to play 1v1, 3 stock, whatever, but the odds of you getting that are super low because the vast majority of people who are playing Smash Online are the casuals who just want to use items and do whatever. And yeah, the game will try to match you with the people who have the same settings as you, but it will fail on occasion. And it's like...
They said it was always going to be a toss-up. Like, one rule if you play with... What is it? It's like if you play with two conflicting rules, one match will have your rule and the other match will just have the other person, and it just flip-flops.
No, it's still randomized. It doesn't alternate or anything. It will just still pick one of the two rules, and you can get, like, the opposing person's rule multiple times. Or they can get yours if they're the person who doesn't want to do regular 1v1 matches.
Yeah, I mean, like... I wasn't trying to say, like, it's better than the others, because, like, even if it alternates, that still sucks.
Yeah.
That still sucks.
Like, just the simple fact that, like, I can get into Smash Bros. And I have no idea what kind of match I'm going to play when I go online. Garbage. Garbage design. The problem was already solved by having 4 fun and 4 glory. And, not only that, if I go into a rule set that I don't agree with, and also they added a ranking system on top of it, so it's like, now, not only your losses are worth something, you could lose points from playing the game in a way that you didn't even want to play. Like...
Yeah, that's messed up.
Like, I know I've been saying this for a long time, but I'm just glad that we got, like, the details of why it's so important that it needs to be that way. Like, because, like, oh. And devs really need to learn this shit. Like, the whole getting people, casuals, competitives, to play together, just stop trying. Stop trying to do it. Just give the casuals something to do, and make the game relatively fun to play, and everybody will be happy. Or as happy as you can get them to be.
Yeah, after them buying the game, it's no longer your fault.
Yeah. At the very least, if they are unhappy, it is purely their fault and it's not on your game. That's what I meant to say about Smash 4. Like, if you're playing for fun and you're aggravated that you're losing, that is strictly your problem.
Yes. Yes, I'm 100% down with that mentality. I mean, okay, not with that mentality, but what you're saying.
Yeah. Completely ignoring the quality of the online, just the way it was designed was perfect. It's crazy how, like, Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate are just the two opposite ends of, like, the best outcome and the absolute worst outcome. Alright. I don't think there's anything else to say on this.
I think it's still sad that it's... Yeah, joking about, like, Smash not being a fighting game thing and all that, but, like, it is weird that the best and worst outcomes came from Smash.
Right?
That's just funny to me. It really puts into perspective how important Smash was in fighting games.
Man, that's the real reason why we get mad when people are like, "Oh, Smash not a fighting game." You disrespectful sack of shit. Do you know how important this fucking franchise is to your fucking genre, no matter how much you want to deny it? It's above a fighting game. It's beyond that. It does what fighting games should be doing, but just don't. You're fucking proud in your inferiority. You should be upset that your fighting games are only fighting games and nothing else. Hockey games are more fighting games than most fighting games.
Please tell me that's just a joke.
No, because in most NHL games, there is a little mini game where two people will just punch each other out. There's a little fighting mini game within hockey games. I'm dead serious.
Oh my god.
That's a more fulfilling experience than most fighting games. Which I guess now explains why I enjoyed the very little bit of hockey I've ever played. I think I only owned like one PS1 NHL game, and I played that shit for hours. It's like the third most time I've invested into a sports game, barring like the Streets series and Mario stuff. Like a regular ass sports game.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And this isn't even just a fighting game thing. I think every genre could use this. Every genre that involves multiple people playing together.
This, let's not kid ourselves. This is never really something. It really never should have been something that has always been relevant to fighting. Like everyone brings it up. It's absolutely true. Fighting games do get a bad rep on this. It's like either fighting games or MOBAs that all get horrible raps on this accessibility stuff.
Yeah. With all that being said, Sifu is still not a fighting game. And I swear to God, if it wins, I'm flipping a table. I'm flipping multiple tables.
Surely Multiverses has to win.
We can only hope. Because not gonna lie, I think Multiverses is on its decline, unfortunately.
I mean, like even I'll agree to that, but it's like it's still probably just gonna win by votes.
Yes.
It's that thing of like, well, like yeah, it's also far above and away the most popular fighting game on there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Like, it deserves to win. I just wish it were to survive after this. You know?
Oh, yeah.
It would be cool if Multiverses won Fighting Game of the Year, and then it won Ongoing Video Game of next year. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't know.
Or at least be nominated.
More characters are still coming. If they like change up some of the stuff better, I'm pretty sure it'll thrive fine. Definitely going to do better than poor Nicktoons.
Poor Nicktoons.
That's also another case of, like, actually make the game instead of the competitive thing.
Yeah, Nicktoons actually was trying, once
Nicktoons,
again, was trying to be Melee again.
yes, Nicktoons was trying to ride the hate of, like, hey, everyone, you sure don't like Nintendo hating on Melee? Come play our game. And it's, like, the only selling point it had, other than Nickelodeon.
Ooh, that's a whole nother dimension to this because now that we've established that Smash is the paragon of all fighting games, Smash likes I I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
Do you think it's another, like, Pokemon problem? Like, yeah, it's not the only one, but you're already committing suicide for trying to go against it.
Maybe that might have to be a whole nother conversation. Cause like, yes, that is definitely a part of it, but that can't be all.
I mean,
Like, Slap City has a fun little arcade mode, or a fun little adventure mode on it. But I chalk that game not being taken seriously to the fact that it doesn't take itself seriously.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's like also it's not also that popular a game as well too.
And then there's Rivals of Aether, which is probably the most successful Smash like that exists. Uh, that's just an anomaly. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it definitely got big ups thanks to its modding community.
Absolutely, but that I think it also killed it.
Yeah,
Simultaneously.
that's the problem of opening the floodgates too much now.
It's,
Like, now everyone's here, and now everyone doesn't care about it. When everyone's super, no one is.
yep, it's the Mario Maker problem. Like, arg.
Okay, but also Mario Maker's a trash maker game.
I wouldn't know. I can't speak on that. But I'm mostly talking about just the concept of like, well, now that we have this, there's no reason for Nintendo to ever make a 2D Mario game ever again. Unless they do something incredibly drastic.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, they have to do a new style. They cannot keep doing the new series in 2D.
Yeah.
Which, to be perfectly honest, if that's what's going to force them to do that, I'm all for it. Hell, bring back Yoshi's Island and be good.
I was gonna say they did. Twice now.
Yeah, they weren't good.
Ugh.
Okay, Yoshi's Island DS was alright. New Yoshi's Island could go to hell. And I also haven't played the craft games, which I'm sure those are fine.
But yeah, I would kill for like a Smite adventure mode.
They should have had a tie-in with the Wukong game.
I think that's asking a lot. But yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, no, it's definitely in the realm of impossible, but it's like, I can see if there was a style for it to go on, that's kind of what I'm thinking of. Like a very, very light God of War.
I'm not even asking for that. Just like let the game play exactly as it does, as you would on a map. But instead of the map just being an enclosed arena, you have like an obstacle course of some kind with like traps and shit. You do the same shit, but like it's an adventure and there's a story and shit and stuff. Okay, hold on. Let me show you Conquest mode for Reception. It's essentially what I'm talking about. I also kind of want to see the opening to Deception again because it's pretty fucking sick. Okay, not sick, just I like it. I enjoy watching it. I never skip it.
By chance that this struggle came to be. The blame falls squarely upon my shoulders for giving evil the chance it needed, and therefore fulfilling an ancient prophecy. Raiden's Earthrealm champions had failed to stop the Deadly Alliance from fully resurrecting the mummified army of the Dragon King. In the end, only Raiden himself stood between Earthrealm and total destruction. Defying the Elder God's wishes, he alone challenged Quan Chi and Shang Tsung in mortal combat, Earthrealm's last hope for freedom. Raiden fought well against the two sorcerers, and it seemed as though victory was at hand. But the combined might of Quan Chi and Shang Tsung proved to be overwhelming, even for a Thunder God. Raiden was defeated. The Deadly Alliance had won.
My gosh, I thought his hat was an afro.
Their victory was short-lived. As suspicion and lust for power overcame both Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, the former allies turned on each other. The Deadly Alliance was no more. Quan Chi defeated Shang Tsung and reveled in his conquest. But it is said that there is only one true ruler of Outworld. And that ruler had returned. Onaga, former Emperor of Outworld, the Dragon King. The prophecy had been fulfilled. The Dragon King had indeed returned to Outworld to reclaim his army and impose his dominance. Death awaited all who stood in his way. And so it was that a new alliance was formed out of desperation. Sworn enemies joined forces to combat a greater threat. Raiden began to realize that even their combined might was not enough to defeat the Dragon King. There was only one chance left. man's sacrifice was in vain. For the blast had little effect on the Dragon King. Now Onaga has what he needs to shape the realms as he sees fit. I was the fool who brought him this power. Only I can destroy this threat, born of deception.
Mortal Kombat. Alright, so basically, yes, you have your usual fighting bullshit, right?
Of course, that it has to be in there.
Yeah. That's still the story. But like, the campaign is just an overworld. It's being beat up.
You have to have a 3D adventure game.
Yeah. Just do this with Smite. Or Street Fighter. Anything. Literally anything can apply here.
It's the greatest thing, but it's definitely something.
Yeah. This was enough back then. Deception was probably like the most beloved Mortal Kombat until 9. And I think the only people who really like 9 are people who play Mortal Kombat competitively. In a competitive sense.
Mm-hmm.
And do you just do your usual fucking Mortal Kombat bullshit? Yeah, absolutely. It's the most of the game. But, like, that's not all. It's not all it is. And, like... And this may seem just like, oh, well, the hub world is just like a vehicle to just make fights happen and shit. While true, it also has, like, a bunch of weird secret shit. Like, in order to unlock Liu Kang in this game, there's like a regular day-night cycle in this game, and it goes by really fucking fast. Like, 1 minute is like 1 second.
Uh-huh.
And there is a very specific area, a very specific, like, crevice that you have to go to, where he will appear, like, he will spawn outside of the loading zone in a particular window during the day-night cycle. You have to be outside of that loading zone and then go in it for him to show up, talk to him, beat him in a fight, then you unlock Liu Kang.
It's like unlocking Luigi in Melee.
Yeah. Incredibly
Play
specific.
adventure mode and wait for 2.
And that's only one example. That's like one of many examples of like the type of shit, like how to unlock characters in this game, how to unlock like all types of shit, artwork. You know, it's a video game.
I think that's amazing, but unfortunately, apparently not unlocked.
Yeah. It isn't much, but it's something.
It's so cool.
This is like, I think somewhere deep down, this is the, well, of course, obviously if you haven't experienced something like this, you wouldn't really think of it. But because, like, I have played Deception, I have played this game, like, this is, like, deep down, this is all I want out of, like, fighting games or, like, video games in general. Like, why do they have to be one genre and nothing else?
I don't know. That's something you have to ask those people that hate having to unlock stuff.
The funny thing about that is that, on one end, people hate DLC, right? For some reason, just the idea that the DLC is an option is like, people just lose their shit. I don't get it.
Because it's money. It's because it's money.
Yeah,
That's literally it.
Yeah, nobody wants to pay real money to unlock shit in their video game. Right. Cool. However, Mortal Kombat 11 happens, and it's like, alright, everything in the game is unlockable just by playing it. Why can't I just, like, Spend money to unlock everything, huh? Why isn't there DLC? Why can't I just buy the costume with real money and just have it? It's like, what the fuck do you want, people? Oh my fucking god.
Duality, man.
Jolly man.
Reasons why we can't have nice things.
But yeah, like, this is it. This is the answer.
This is the answer.
The fuck
And
is
we
this?
have to wait for some asshole to say, "No, it isn't. Fuck you."
The hell
And
is,
then afterwards say, "Yeah, it was the answer."
what the hell is Mortal Kombat Conquest and why is it spelled with a C? Garbage. Garbage already. Even the game got it right. The fuck? You know the other most beloved Mortal Kombat game in existence? Shaolin Monks. The one that's not a fighting game. But also is, because I think it does have a versus mode. And it's just a 3D beat 'em up.
Okay. Now that we've established this, then does it just mean that it's just something that people just don't like fighting games? Because sure, now we got to the message of like you need more than just a fighting game. Absolutely, but then does it become where it's like, oh, it's just because people hate this genre?
No, I don't think it has to go as far as hatred. I think it's like, it's kind of a sense of, nowadays, this is rhetorical, not rhetorical, anecdotal, but for me, nowadays, when I'm playing a video game, and I get tired of playing that video game, I turn it off and I turn on a different video game. Whereas with this, it's like, if I get tired of playing Conquest mode, I can keep the game on and just play the fighting game mode.
Okay, so
on top of on top of that, there's like a, because it's just that's a completely different game altogether. But Deception also has it has a fucking puzzle fighter mode.
What?
Yeah.
We have. Oh my goodness! Wait, they're even chibi like in the street puzzle game.
Yeah. On top of the regular fighting game shit.
Oh wait, is this in like every Mortal Kombat game where you can unlock fatalities?
The
Oh, no,
Crypt?
this is Kratos.
Yeah, no, this is straight up puzzle fighter.
Who are you?
I kind of forgot how this
Yeah.
works.
I mean, it looked like Puyo.
No, this is exactly like Puzzle Fighter. Also a bit of Puyo. Because the emblems like the blocks of the corresponding color.
Okay, yeah, no, I get this. I know exactly how this style of game is. I think there was a Mario Party minigame like this. Except it was more in line of being just regular Puyo.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've definitely seen this style before. This is super neat.
You think that's fucking neat? my favorite mode, which is neither of the modes that I've mentioned.
I mean, I'd imagine.
This shit has Mortal Kombat chess.
Chess?
Alright, hello everyone, it's G-Star.
Shut up.
Why is Harley Quinn on the cover?
I don't know. I don't even remember who she is.
It's just straight up chess, but it's like just seeing people actually beat the shit out of each other, right?
I believe so. And you can also like set traps and
Oh, they have health bars.
yeah, they have health. Cause I forget if there's like I think if you have two people next to each other, they fight or something. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like the straight up one as in chess.
Yeah, no, it's not just chess. It's chess with Mortal Kombat bullshit. Oh yeah, you can heal. You get like points to like do stuff with.
This is an SRPG.
Basically, yeah. This is why this is like the most beloved Mortal Kombat of all time. Because Armageddon came after this, and like Armageddon was, like it has a kart racer
That's neat.
and its own little conquest mode, which is sort of similar to what Deception did. But like,
It was just less than this.
yeah, it was just less than this. It had more characters, but like, it was kind of a cheap kind of. All right, so in these games, every character has 2 fighting styles and a weapon.
Ah, okay.
In Armageddon, every character had 1 fighting style, but the ones that got the ones that each character lost was just replaced with a new character and then a weapon. So it was kind of like the Mortal Kombat Ultimate, everyone is here, but like everyone is actually just other characters that used to exist before. So like it was neat, but it was ultimately less. Oh right, there's attack mode, I forgot. This game had everything! Mind you, and I'm sure I've said this before, but I don't like Mortal Kombat. like, I don't even like this franchise. It's one of the best games ever made. But no, modern Mortal Kombat, we have fucking movies.
And you just kind of let stuff play instead of actually play.
Just watch a movie, occasionally a fight will happen. Then,
Put down the controller again.
yep. Which, like, if you want to make movies, then sure. Like,
We won't say that's a bad story mode or story, but it's a pretty bad game. Pretty bad game mode.
yeah, as a game mode. Actually, you know what? No, I would forgive its existence if there was just something else. Like, they have a crypt. Like, Mortal Kombat 11 has a crypt, and you don't do shit in it except for, like, look for shit and find stuff. It's like, that's a step. Like, that's a nice basis, but, like, just give us more shit to do in the crypt. You have, like, this gigantic overworld, and there's nothing to do in it other than to explore it. Mortal Kombat 11 is actually isn't even that far off. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing about this mode is that it takes forever.
Too much content.
Too
Oh,
much
no, wait,
content.
that's slow.
It's just really long. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that being a very big issue.
The Mortal Kombat Deception is a fighting game, it is a 3D adventure game, it's a puzzle combat game,
Basically,
and an
a strategy
SRPG. And has online. Is it trash? Absolutely. But it exists. It's there. It is a thing. It also has a crypt. It also has a gallery mode where you can unlock art and shit. This game has everything.
The fact that an old dead-ass game has more content than current stuff.
This is the closest that any other game, fighting game out there that can compete with Smash content. Which is sad. Because, like, the gap between those two is still ridiculously huge. Like if I made a graph and Smash is, like, breaking through the top of the piece of paper, like, Mortal Kombat Deception would still only just be a nub. But you wouldn't even see anything else below it.
I don't think it would be enough. Smash has kind of gotten less on the content as the years went on.
Well,
It's still vastly superior than like 90% of fighting games.
yeah.
But like honestly, I think this is probably either on par with like Melee and Brawl era Smash. I'd honestly put it that high. That's a lot.
I'd put it
It's all
next.
varied too.
I'd put it next to Brawl. I'd put it right next to Brawl.
Honestly, you know what really carries Smash when it came to variety for me? Event Match.
Yeah.
Event Match was huge. I think Event Match was more fun than the actual minigame modes. Like, I love me some target tests, but like, I don't think I've wasted more time in Smash Melee than in event mode.
Like, literally, when it came to Melee, I would just, like, go through adventure mode over and over.
No, adventure mode was great too.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, it's a regular Kirby game, but with Mario.
We cracked the code and we're not developers.
That's the most painful part. I wish. Man, I'm about to watch that CC Plus video. Learn CC Plus in 48 hours. I did save that, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could just type that in. I don't think it's that hard to find again.
It's in here somewhere. Yeah, learn C++ in 1 hour.
It's CC plus.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, that's all that.
The crux of getting famous in the gaming scene. Make a good fighting game. No one's ever done it before. Well, almost no one.
I almost find it insulting that Mortal Kombat Decision isn't even on here. In terms of ease to play, it's like, yeah. Actually, yeah. No, it's, yeah. Right between Dragon Ball and Street Fighter 5.
Pretty much the perfect middle ground. Wait a minute. Now that I look at that graph,
Or I guess overlapping 11?
yeah, because like this is very quite heavy. Like, why is there two versions of hard, essentially?
Easy, moderate, hard, and insane.
Yeah, it's like okay, so like at a point, straight down the middle, something's always going to be at least more difficult than average. Which, I mean, I guess fighting game, yeah. But, like, yeah, that's kind of the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Ignore insane. These are Kusoge. Do not. Just ignore these. I actually think it's interesting that EX layer is above. Well. Okay, I think this. All right, I think this is just accounting for vanilla Street Fighter 5. Because
I mean, it is also just talking, like, input stuff. Like, high-level inputting.
yeah, because Champion Edition, it's like around here.
But that's purely because they introduced more tools for characters, isn't it?
Yeah, more tools, more combos, more things to do, more characters to deal with.
Because, like, honestly, even for, like, a fight game baby like myself, speed inputs aren't that bad.
Yeah, no. That's why it's actually relatively close to Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
It's under Blaze Blue Cross Tag. Which is like the only game that's like, alright, yes, this game is just auto combos, but I promise you, it's designed around it. Do not be ashamed of auto combos in this game. That is the point.
Like Grand Blue, like most of the combos start with mash the button 3 times.
Yeah.
And then you freestyle.
Well, with Grand Blue, it's about as simple as, okay, so you have this 3-button combo, right? You press like whatever attack button you want, and you press it 3 times, you get a combo. However, if you want to be optimal, all you have to do is not mash. Hit the button once, do your special move, and you already did more damage than you would have if you just kept pressing the button.
Oh. Do auto combo and then lead to special and then lead to like super.
Yeah, no, the auto combo nerfs your damage like fucking mad.
Oh, okay.
So the most optimal combos in the game is literally just button special, super if you have it. That's it. That's as complicated as it gets. And as optimal as it gets.
Wow, the game actually balanced auto combos.
Kinda, yeah, sort of.
I mean, actually, the entire game actually did like balance the whole stuff for fighting games. Like, yeah, you want it very easy? Here you go. Here's a very easy mode. You're not going to win if you keep doing it.
Actually, no.
So,
Like,
like,
I wouldn't go
there
as
you
far as
go.
say you're not going to win. It's just that, like, okay, so you must understand that what you're doing is the easy route, and because you're doing it the easy way, you're going to have a slightly harder time, like, getting wins than people who are not taking the easy route. You're not going to lose because you're doing this. You're not going to die. It's going to take longer to kill your opponent. That's all we're saying. And I think that's among the best ways to do it. Like, you should be discouraged from doing auto combos to some degree. We're not going to shame you for doing auto combos, but we're not going to let you slide by doing auto combos on, like, fucking Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but basically that. Like, you're given the option. We will give you this option. There are better options.
Yeah. And then there's Blaze Blue, where it's like, well, okay, auto combos is all you have technically, but you also have another character, and you have many ways to utilize that second character. So don't worry about it.
All right.
I don't remember if Power Rangers has auto combos, which reminds me, I need to re-download that shit.
I thought it worked like Grand Blue, where it's like it has a small little combo thing, but then it just branches off to other stuff.
I don't remember. I only play 2 characters in a 3v3 fighting game.
I know that feeling.
And they're both drastically different. So Okay, I think Power Rangers has same button strings that may or may not be cancelable to other buttons depending on the character you're playing. I don't think it has auto combos per se.
Okay.
And I think, like, my favorite thing about Power Rangers in general is that while it does have, like, Marvel-style chains, like, okay, it technically has auto combos in the sense of, for most characters, you can get a combo by pressing the same button over and over again, but they make it obvious that, like, once
That's not how you
you...
should play.
They make it obvious that, like, once you hit the end of that string, there is most certainly more that you can do, but whatever that is, it's definitely not continuing pressing the same button. So the game is more about, like, well, learning combos is about after you've done your auto combo, what else can you do besides the same thing you just did again? And it could be something as simple as, like, just press a different button. I guess that's just a complicated way of saying it has links. There are links in this game.
Okay. You know, honestly, I think I just had to think about it, like, from a different mindset, too. I think when I'm thinking of auto combos, I'm thinking it wrong. Because, like, to me, an auto combo, what's the difference between that and, like, a dial A?
So dial-in combos are a sequence of different buttons that you press back to back to get a combo.
Yeah, it's basically like the Tekken 10 hit combo, right?
Yes. Dial A is more referencing the fact that you can press these buttons in sequence, one after another, regardless of what's happening on screen, and the combo will just come out. Like, as long as you press all the buttons in relatively, like, rhythmically fast sequence. Even if the character hasn't even done the move yet on the screen, the character will just finish the combo because you already input it.
Yes.
That's kind of just all dial A means.
Okay.
But just the concept of just being able to, like, press a button and then press another button midway through that button to cancel it and then do another move is just cheating.
But, like, the difference between, say, that and, like, the auto combo is that also the fact usually an auto combo will just make you do motion stuff through pressing of a button, right?
Yeah.
It's literally just easy mode.
Yeah. Like, it's varied sometimes, but it's just the simple fact of, like, you have a single button and you continuously press that button to get a relatively decently damaging combo.
Okay. So it's not just the fact it's like... it's not just the fact that this move or slash string is just performed by mashing let's say A 3 times. And it just becomes just a weird string. That's different from an auto combo.
Yes.
Smash Brothers The Gentleman, like Captain Falcon's AAA thing. That's not an auto combo. That's just a string. Or a dial A.
I forget how it works in Ultimate. Is it holding the button gets you just the knee at the end of it?
Damn it, I forget how it works too. I think it's like if you just press it. I want to say if you hold it, you just get the knee. And if you were to mash it, you get the rapid hit.
See, the thing about Smash is that, like, by definition, yes, it's an auto combo, but because, like, you most certainly can't get by just by fucking jabbing people to death in Smash Bros. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, let me change the game. And, like, I know, what a big step. Soku. Every character has, like, this dial A where you mash it 5 times. It's like a unique string built into everyone. Does that count as an auto combo?
Yes. Yes.
It does good damage. It also sets up for your same thing. But it's like, it is designed that way.
Yeah. The complaint isn't the existence of auto combos. It's just when auto combos are good and viable. Like, no.
Okay.
That's what we don't want.
Yeah, okay. So it's like, I will say that is like a big thing in that game, but they always say, like, yes, you should be putting in specials every time. You shouldn't just mash it. But it is a good move. But, like, they are fundamentally technically different. It isn't like it's just going to a super and a special move for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a built-in string that you have at your disposal.
A neat thing that KOF 15 does. So KOF 14 introduces auto combos in that game, and you mash jab, you get a combo, and basically depending on how much meter you have, the combo will end in a super. If you have 3 bars, you will do your level 3. If you only have 2, you'll do level 2. If you only have 1, you'll have level 1. And that's only just mashing Light Punch. In KOF 15, they made it so that you can press Light Punch, Light Punch, Light Punch. If you press Light Punch a 4th time, it will work the same exact way as it does in 14. You'll spend however much meter you have up to 3 bars. If you instead press any other button, you will get a different follow-up. And I think it works as, I don't remember exactly, but I think one button is just an EX move, another button is your other super, no, wait. Wait. Because I think everybody has 2 supers. I think mashing... Shit. Okay, I'm confused now because, like, I know you can get a climax out of the auto combo, but you can also just get, like, a level 2 specifically out of one of those follow-ups. Huh. I know. Okay, I know one you'll spend a bar on a super, another one you'll spend half a bar on the EX move, and another you can spend just like 2 bars on a level 2 super. But anyway, like, the point is, the reason why I think that was a good idea is because, yes, you have auto combos, but you also have things to do within that auto combo. You have options. You have other things to think about, like, even when you're just mashing.
Okay.
Like, the main complaint is that we don't like the brainlessness of just pressing a button. We want the person we're playing with to be engaged as at some amount of engaged as we are.
You want them to be rewarded for trying.
Yeah.
Not rewarded for doing the bare minimum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not that, like, auto combos are bad in a vacuum. It's just that when they're, like, the best option, Dragon Ball.
Like, why not?
Yeah. And then you lose a whole ass character because your opponent was, like, slamming their face in the controller. It's not a good feeling.
And it's even worse because it's the game outright saying, you fucked up for playing the game.